What's up, YouTube? Hey, friends, how's it going out there? We are gonna just shift the view down at the table, but I want y'all to say hi, peek at you for a second. All right, so let's get this view shifted. Today is September 8th, 2025, for recording purposes, but the message is timeless, past, present, or future. It could be relevant to any timeline. Okay. That being said, I'm going to clear the air really quickly. I'm going to cleanse our space. All right. Now we can go do our call in. Welcome in, witches, bitches, tots, thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. Welcome to the Underdog Ministry. Hey, Savage, welcome in. How you doing? All right. I think I've got this at an angle where I can kind of see your guys' comments and you can see all the table. All right, y'all. Let's get this shit started, shall we? Cheers. Don't forget to drink your water and mind your business, bitches. All right. Let's shake up the dice and get this story out for you. First thing out the gate, I see player. Player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Wah, wah. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Girl. Girly. 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 Okay. Do you guys ever watch old Saturday Night Live? It's a girly man. And we are Hans and we are Franz and we are here to pump you up. He's a girly man. Something about a player, some dude that is I'm gonna say metrosexual. This is a person I'm picking up very meticulous about their appearance. So their friends make fun of them for it. But this is somebody that is a very um much a ladies man, but they are very much like at the spa getting fucking pedicures, getting manicures, whatnot. This is somebody who likes to smell good, look good, be dressed up, dialed in. Okay. I'm hearing Chicago. Something about high rise apartment building. I've never ever stepped foot in I guess Illinois is where Chicago is, right? I'm sorry, guys. I've never been to Illinois, but that's what I'm hearing. High rise apartment building. Hmm. Tight. Tight muscles. Somebody runs a tight ship. They like to keep their lines tight. Like I said, this person here is very regimented. This could be somebody that used to be military, possibly. Like their hair is cut every 2 weeks. They get manicures, pedicures to keep their feet healthy. This is somebody that does not mess around when it comes to their body, their physical fitness, and they get like made fun of because they're very um, uh, clean, Mr. Clean. That's going to be what I name this when I come back out and change it, Mr. Clean. Hey Taj Nishi, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right. So let's see. Do we have anything else? I think that I see wild. I'm hearing that song, I'm a Wild One. I'm a real wild one, wild one. Oh yeah, baby, I'm a wild one. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Jet. Leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. All right, this is definitely somebody that is well known. Okay. This person may fly in and out of Chicago a lot. This is a player. This is somebody that is absolutely meticulous about their appearance. They have a cologne collection, whoever this person is. Why am I downloading all this while I'm doing the dice? Wrong. Wrong. Somebody got it wrong, or somebody is doing the wrong thing. Hmm. Somebody met the wrong one, I just heard. Somebody tried to play the wrong one. They met a wild child. Uh-oh. Somebody that is very controlled, very regimented, very precision is the word I was looking for earlier. Met somebody who is evidently messy. Okay. Very much on point already. All right. We are out of vowels. One more roll. Hmm. Tink. Somebody's nickname could be Tink. They may like Tinker Bell. Somebody might have that as a nickname. No vowels. No vowels. Wed, like Wednesday, like the short for Wednesday, WED. Or somebody could have gotten married. Somebody wed the wrong one. Uh-oh, did somebody get married? Then we got the letter V here. I'm just gonna put that back in the can because that's the last one. All right, let's pull out the basket. You guys, we are almost to the bottom of this thing. Look, look, look. We've only got like 1,000 cards left. Let's just get some out of here. Uh, all right. Uh-oh. Wow, the first card out, you guys. Archangel Michael is intervening. You guys, really? And you know what? I've decided I'm not going to flip if the screen, even if I can, because it frustrates whoever's pirating my channel to no fucking end because it's live and it's backwards. So I'm gonna leave it just the way it is. You guys are gonna have to trust that I can read what I wrote. All right? All right. Okay. So Archangel Michael is intervening, pickled their brain with drugs and alcohol. Lucky. That player might also be somebody who is like a high roller. That could be why they are so precise with the way that, like, they're militaristic. Like they clean, everything is spotless every single day. There is nothing out of place, not even a hair on their head, not in their there's not a wrinkle in their clothes. This person is the type that irons their shit with starch. Okay. Okay. This person may be very a big spender here. A jet setter. All right. Gets aroused when you're at the breaking point. It is sadistic shit, sick shit. Say that 7 times fast. Sadistic, sick shit. So somebody gets turned on when somebody is like weak and vulnerable. High school friend slept with a parent later on in life. Ew. Like Stifler. Dude, come on. I'm not a light worker or a dark worker. I'm mixed. I was born an angel and raised by lizards, demons, and narcissists. Archangel Michael is intervening. Okay, we've got a spiritual theme already. The letter J is here. Well, damn. Ponzi scheme is here. Revolted. Blank card. There's that clean bill of health. We're pulling those all the way out of the deck. Word. Word on the street. Big money blessing. The letter Z in the military alphabet, Zulu. And reincarnated ascended masters. Did I not tell you guys that there was a spiritual theme in this today? So I'm only pulling these 3 cards. All right. Archangel Michael is intervening. I'm not a light worker or a dark worker. I'm mixed. Born an angel, raised by lizards, demons, and narcissists. Reincarnated ascended masters. This is spiritual random access memory. Spiritual RAM. Okay. The RAM. Something about the RAM. I'm going to have to move these aside and then we will get into it. All right. Let's pull on these. And I think I need to get another deck because of what came out here. Hold on just 1 second, you guys. I would like to get my let me get my Telos deck first of all. And then I'm going to get my Mary Magdalene deck. And then I'm also going to grab my Akashic Tarot. That's the one I was looking for specifically. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to get a couple more decks. So this one, you guys, it only comes from Mount Shasta. There's a store up there that you can buy this at. Or it is at mslpublishing.com, all lowercase. Mount Shasta Light Publishing. The Telos book series card deck. Since we're dealing with Ascended Masters, we're literally going to pull messages from Ascended Masters here. All right. That's going to be there. Mary Magdalene, all of these cards are Jesus, Mary Magdalene, heart-centered Ascended Masters. And then the Akashic Tarot. I mean, why not? Because Akashic Records and whatnot. So let's get into this with these first. Archangel Michael is intervening. Reincarnated Ascended Masters, not a light worker or a dark worker. This is this gray area. Okay, so let's get this message first. We'll set that aside for just a moment. This message could be for whoever I described here. All right. Message from the reincarnated ascended masters, meaning they're back walking on earth. Adama, ascended master Adama. A new world is being created for you if you choose it, but it is not fully structured or totally defined. It's awaiting your creative contribution. All right. So let's get into the Akashic Tarot and see about it. Your creative contribution. See, I'm hearing it's not nature or nurture. It's not nature or nurture. It depends on outside factors. You have the choice. Everybody has the crossroads to approach in their life multiple times. You could go this way, you could go that way. Somebody is being told that they have to actually um, put some elbow grease into whatever they want to build for themselves, meaning sweat equity into something. Somebody might be building something. This person with meticulous fingernails might have to get their hands dirty. I just heard. They might have to actually break a sweat for themselves. That's like so many cards. I don't think I'm going to take all of those. That's like 7 or 8 cards. Put them back on top. They want out. Oh, okay. Jeez Louise. So we've got intricacies and industry in the reverse. So somebody might not know all the ins and outs of what it is that they're trying to do here. They might need to listen to somebody who's been there before. Reincarnated ascended masters here. There is something that somebody doesn't know about whatever they are trying to create for themselves. And they've got Archangel Michael stepping in to defend them because Archangel Michael is a warring angel. Archangel Michael defend us in battle, correct? All right, so we've got intricacies in industry in the reverse, up in the air in the reverse. The limbo game is over. Somebody being bent over a barrel, somebody being bent over backwards is done. The Ark of the Covenant is here next. Somebody's being given shelter, being given provision, being provided for because they're doing the work and carrying the message and the light of God. This is the number 11, the very first ascended master number. 5 of keys in the reverse, wishes fulfilled in the reverse. I don't even want to sing the song I just heard because it's going to trigger somebody. Okay, so I won't sing it. I'll just say the lyrics. Rolling Stones. Rejection is protection. Archangel Michael's intervening. You're not always supposed to have what you desire, aka you can't always get what you want. The Rolling Stones. This person here, you're being blocked from something because you're being protected from maybe making a crossroads decision between this light and dark path. And what you think that you want, you're not supposed to have, and you're supposed to reflect on that. You're not supposed to have because it would take you down the dark path instead of the lighter path. And you're being protected by these ascended masters. You could possibly be on your first reincarnation. Like you remember your last life, you remember how you died, even. And this crossroads is literally preventing you from going down the same path. Intricacies in industry in the reverse. Somebody knows the back side or the dark side of something, like the dark side of Hollywood, the dark side of the music industry, the dark side of TV, the dark side of restaurants, the dark side of whatever. They know the dark side of things. But they're supposed to be learning how to rise above. They're on this first reincarnation here. They are being protected, provided for. Because they are trying to step away from that dark choice that they chose in their last life. This new world that's being created for you, if you choose it, it's not structured or defined yet. It's awaiting your creative contribution. So something is not up in the air anymore. It can no longer be questioned. Like somebody knows what they're walking away from. They made a pact with the Most High here. And so they're going to be disappointed. But that disappointment, they need to start realizing every time they're disappointed, they're being protected from going down a dark path. If you always get what you want, that's temptation. That's um, It's going to spoil the fruit, is what I'm hearing. It'll spoil the fruit. So tell me about intricacies in industry in the reverse. It's the wrong spot for somebody to be a jet setter. They're doing the wrong thing. Okay, so this does tie into this person over here, this player. Why am I seeing Shannon Sharp right now? I don't read on celebrities, so I don't want to do that. That's like I don't like doing personals at all. Keep it collective spirit, please. I don't want to see that. Okay, so there is somebody that is a jet setter. They're in the wrong business. They know the dark side of whatever industry that they're in, and they can't keep ignoring it, so to speak, with that up in the air in the reverse. It's a certain thing. Like this person has 100% certainty that they have got to choose a light path because what they're in the middle of is dark and they are at a crossroads in their life and they're supposed to be here. This is their first reincarnation. They made a covenant with God. They're going to have shelter, provisions, protection. It may not be easy, but they're carrying the word, they're carrying the covenant of God as long as they turn to the light. They're going to have to let go of something that they want. They can't always have everything the way they want it, when they want it, where they want it. And somebody has to really realize that this is their angels intervening over here, keeping them safe for this new future that they've got. Tell me about the intricacies in industry in reverse, please. Three of Wands in the reverse. There's something that somebody doesn't realize. Like they know the dark side, but I think this person might be involved in something that they don't understand. They might not be able to get out as easily as they want to get out. Stratego. Stratego. I don't know what the eight. Look. This person doesn't know how to get out. They have to be strategic about how they walk away, about how they leave, how they turn their back on something. This person may have to lose an investment here. There is no long-term stability in whatever darkness there is for this person. They've got to turn their back on it because they're going to end up losing in the end anyways. Tell me about the it up in the air in the reverse. Something is down to earth. Somebody is coming. I'm hearing somebody's coming down. I don't want to come back down from this cloud as it's taking me all this time. This person does not want to come off their jet setter high. They want to stay lifestyles of the rich and famous here. Somebody wants to say lifestyles of the rich and famous here. They have to turn their back on it. They have to turn their back on it. Look, but God. This is a test of their faith. This is a test of this person's, uh, I'm going to say fight for their soul here. This is the way this person earns their light side. It's like because they have a light and a dark side here. It's not nature or nurture. I swear it's not nature or nurture, it's nepotism. What? This person didn't earn their money. It's mommy daddy money, it's trust fund money. That's why this person actually has to get their fucking hands dirty for a change. So, this person actually has to get their hands dirty. They don't like it. They're pretty irritated about it. They have a choice to make whether they're going to stay in this dark ass, whatever world. I'm going to say intricacies in industry. This is a shadow industry, is what I'm getting off of it. Like the dark side of whatever regulated thing, like dark side of Hollywood, dark side of the okay, confirmation, dark side of Hollywood. Somebody might be, look, the chariot in reverse. It's time to extract yourself. It's time to back up off of it. It's time to um kind of like Homer Simpson going into the bushes, just the strategy on this walking away has to be done in a way where this person understands they're going to lose some money or lose something, but it's going to be the best thing for them in the long run to definitively cut and dry, walk away. It's going to bless this person, and it's a test of their faith right now. It's a test of this covenant that they have made with the Most High, that they actually have to turn their back. The chariot in reverse, they have to reverse track, choose a different direction. Ark of the Covenant in, please, Temperance in reverse. So somebody made a deal with the Most High about either their patience, their purpose, or their sobriety here. Somebody's being tested on this. This is a transformation that somebody has to undergo. And this is that choice. They're at the crossroads right now. Do you change or do you resist change? If you don't change, it could be the end of you, though. Like, this is a reality that somebody's facing here. This might be somebody literally choosing their sobriety, like in this moment. This could be a jet setter that is just party, 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 party 24/7. And they are addicted to the constant chaos and constant change, constant new, the chase, the adrenaline, the flashing lights, the fast lifestyle. And this person's being told this is not your path. This is the dark path. You have a choice. This is not what you were brought here for. Now you're being blocked for your own protection. You have got to make a choice here, is what Spirit's saying to this person. You got a new world if you choose it. Okay, the moon. Look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana in a row. This person is wrestling with this decision in private. They're not sharing this information with anyone. It's like somebody's fighting a werewolf inside of themselves. Tell me about wishes fulfilled in the reverse, please, and thank you. Not getting what you want sometimes is the best thing. Look, 4 cups or 4 pentacles in the reverse. It's the best thing for you at times to have what you necessarily would want blocked, so there's room for what is meant for you to come, so you don't step in your own way by being over controlling here. Oops. Yeah, see, you could live to regret something, and spirit does not want you to have any regrets. So you're not getting some of the things you want because it could lead you down the road where you you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be sitting in a more comfortable position. So you're being redirected to the path that is, I don't know, kind of putting you under the tent of this covenant over here. If you look at it, there's a fire to stay warm, there's a bed to sleep in, there's a roof over the head. Like, it's not necessarily maybe ideal circumstances, but it's part of the testimony, it's part of the walk of faith that you're under. You're supposed to be turning your back on something and allowing the things that you want to kind of go. If it was meant to be yours, you would already have it, and you don't have that control. You have to let go of that control and kind of let go of, oh, woe is me, because this is directing you to where you're supposed to be in a more stable position. Okay. Somebody has to choose this. And it's like you're being redirected in a kind of a rough way by spirit. Okay. Reflection is you've put in a lot of the work. Look, you can really look at yourself. You can be proud of yourself. You have some sort of skill or some sort of investment that you have made when you have turned your back on this other dark energy. Okay. This is your contribution, is that elbow grease. You're going to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I did that. You're going to be able to look at the product and say, damn, I made that. I did that. I cooked that. I built that. I created that. I painted that. I took that picture. I cleaned that. I organized that. Whatever it is. Somebody has to put in some actual physical work. I swear the nepotism thing keeps coming back. The nepotism thing keeps popping in intrusively. Somebody here um, feels like they did this person a disservice. The parent of this person, whoever you are, you're born into something, into some sort of protection, into some sort of comfort, into some sort of, I'm going to say, inalienable lifestyle. Okay. But you have to learn a work ethic. You have to get your hands dirty. You can't be playing, jet setting, um, you know, being super meticulous and controlled with yourself, but you can't control yourself if somebody tells you no. This is the deal with this line here. Somebody has to learn how to um, accept when things are being blocked, that it's a protection. It's not something that they need to overcome or hurdle. All right. The work that needs to be done is in cleaning up the energy that's still tethered from this darker industry this person is tied to. Like, they've got to leave it, they've got to walk away from it, and they've got to actually do some real work. They'll be way more fulfilled with their life. They'll be way more in control of themselves and what they do. This person's wrestling with this in secret, this transformation. They really, this might be somebody in Hollywood that's trying to maybe go to rehab. I don't know. Tower in the reverse. It's not avoidable. This change is unavoidable and it can come about voluntarily or not, is what I'm hearing. Truth, clarity, intervention. Somebody might be getting having some sort of intervention. Their family is upset. Their family doesn't want to deal with them anymore. Hmm. Okay. This person's in the wrong business. Whatever they're doing, the jet setter life, coast to coast lifestyle, party every other day. This person is got jet lag constantly because they're going back and forth. They're with a different person every night. Okay. They're tired of this lifestyle. They know that it is dragging them down and they want a different life. They want a different world. They actually have to walk away from this almost like it's drugs. I think this person is addicted to the lifestyle and needs to go to rehab to get away from the lifestyle of jet setting. It's not necessarily a specific substance. I think it is everything combined. Wake up in LA, go to bed in New York, go backwards, then repeat. Hotlanta in the middle. This person here needs to slow down on their drinking. They need to start eating better, exercising, sleeping regularly. It's like they have to go to rehab to be reparented. But this choice, if they make this choice to get sober, this transformation, they're going to be covered by the Most High. And that's why Archangel Michael is intervening here. It's not going to be fun for this person. They may go kicking and dragging. 7, vision comes from within, excuse me. So somebody is being told to sit down. They're being put down to sit down. What's going to happen to this person is a creative streak. They're going to be in rehab and their business sense is going to come back to them and they're going to be able to understand um, maybe either how to extract themselves through this process or how to come back and dominate once they have extracted themselves by taking a little sobriety break. Okay. This person's going to go through um, an awakening. True love all exists through love. This person's going to go through an awakening here. And I think they might meet somebody or be able to repair something with somebody, find the love for themselves that they've never had. This person might actually be able to stop their fast ass lifestyle because they meet the one. And they might have gone to rehab to make sure that they, like, I don't know, are 100% for this person. It might be the person they meet while they're in there, though. Remembering who I am. This person is going to go through an awakening, like I just said. This is a good thing. It's going to be negative at first in this person's mind because they are, I'm not going to say they're addicted to a specific substance, but their energy is strung out. Okay. They could just be over traveled, overtired, undernourished, not rested, fast lifestyle, partying, burning the candle at both ends, and finally realizing they are too old for the shit they're doing to themselves. Okay. Remembering exactly who the fuck they are. This person is going to find remembering exactly what they're worth, remembering that they're worth more than what they're doing to themselves. Okay. And realizing that they're worthy of real love, not just this fast ass lifestyle. The cave of eggs. We exist in and with each other. All right. This person's going to meet somebody while they're inside rehab. This is going to be somebody else that is going through the same process of detoxification that they are, maybe for different things, but the addiction to escaping is what substance use or whatever addiction you have, gambling, shopping, food, escaping how you feel. And this person does not feel worthy of love. uh, in and of it all, this they're in the wrong place to meet what they really need to be fulfilled here. This fast ass lifestyle, a different person every night, is just going to end up killing this person. They're at the crossroads in their life right now, and they're just being directed towards their new life. And there's this creative contribution coming as soon as they exit stage left. This is definitely a Hollywood thing. Hey, Abhishek, welcome in. How are you? All right, so tell me about this creative streak this person's going to have. Four of Cups. Look, breakthrough. You're going to deal with those feelings of rejection. You're going to fill your own cup. You're going to have some uh, time to understand why, when somebody's handing you a full cup, you're more focused on the three empty cups over here and completely oblivious to this beautiful rainbow that's being had. Like spirit is offering this beautiful life, and you're more focused on the shit that's already gone wrong. And that's what somebody wants to escape with this addiction cycle. What's already gone wrong. It's time to start looking at what is positive in front of you, what's blooming in front of you. Hierophant in reverse and the 10 of wands. Okay. Somebody's stuck in a really negative mindset because they unfortunately have seen too much to believe in the good side of spirit. This person has seen the dark side of everything. Okay. So they're having a hard time connecting with the higher end of their energy. They feel overburdened and weighed down. And this is what's going to happen in this rehab situation. This person's going to find their worth. They're going to lay all of their burdens down in some sort of creative process here. They're going to do the damn work. There's that Eight of Pentacles. Hey, Crystal, welcome in. They're going to do the damn work. They're going to put in the elbow grease. Okay. They're going to work hard here. Page of Swords. They're going to get inspired for something new. They might learn something new, a new trade, something other than working in this specific industry that they're in here. This person might decide to use their brain where they've been hiding it with, I don't know, what do you call this energy over here? When you're a player and a jet setter, but it's part of just a rich lifestyles of the rich and famous kind of vibe. This person wants to be known for their mind. They want to develop their mind, their thoughts. They want to take action on the things that they are being inspired by while they're doing this work. They're doing some sort of writing, artistic work, purging while they're going to be in this rehab place. Seven of Pentacles. Look, we've got our Seven of Pentacles in the reverse right here. Where this person might have to lose a lot, what they are going to build is going to have deep, deep roots. And it's going to be long lasting and healthy. So it's kind of like thinning the crop here for themselves, weeding out the negative growth and nurturing the positive growth. Remember, it's not nature versus nurture, it's nepotism for this person because there's the devil right there. This person's fighting temptation, the devil clarifying the Hierophant in reverse. This person's only seen the dark side. They don't really believe there is a good side. And they don't believe that what's happening for them is in their best interest right now because they only know the darkness. While this person is in here having this tower moment, being forced to look at themselves, being forced to do the work, being forced to sudden, sudden clarity here. Okay. Real sudden clarity. Aha moment. Wake the fuck up. This is your come to Jesus meeting. Okay. Um, this person is being purposely held back by spirit because they're supposed to be on an ascension path, not headed the other direction. And they're wrestling with this right now, and they're going to be forced to do the work. We've got the magician in reverse. There's no waving your magic wand and getting out of this one. There is no manipulating sweet talk. There is no sudden magic solution for this. This is something that you just have to kind of put your elbows into. The high priestess, the devil, magician reverse, high priestess. See, this dark side will give way to a higher way of being and thinking eventually. It won't be manipulation of energy anymore. It will be a flow and a current of truth. See, this person won't have to lie to get by anymore. This person won't have to play games with this dark side. This person won't be able to use this position in life that was given to them, not earned by them. So that nature versus nurture, it's nepotism. It, this is going to be where somebody gains their own character. They earn their stripes. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords in reverse and find forgiveness. That's just wild. This person's really going to ask God for forgiveness. They're going to get in touch with their higher self. They're going to walk away. They literally have a choice between two paths here, but they can't manipulate anymore. They have to invest in themselves, turn away from temptation, eh, do the work honestly and above board for themselves, for their highest good, and listen to their intuition and ask God for forgiveness. This person's in the dark side of something here. They're going to be led out of it. There's the chariot in the upright. We've got it in the reverse over here. So this person's going to be led out of this um, eventually, but first they will be confined. That's part of this here. So let's talk about this confinement energy. My hands are so sore today. We are having barometric pressure changes like mad. It's supposed to rain possibly, and my hands are just stiff. All my joints are stiff today. It sucks. I'm creaking and popping and cracking. Look, the Two of Cups just came out. So there is emotional partnership available to this person. This person's going to get in touch maybe with their own self and come into union with themselves through this process, even with the way they feel about their life, with the way they feel about what they've seen and what they've survived, and how they feel about being maybe turned down or rejected with this wishes fulfilled in reverse. You were rejected because you've already made a pact with the Most High before you were ever incarnated on this planet. So you've got a helper with Archangel Michael intervening over here. And you're being forced to look at yourself, whoever this message is for. It's because your plans aren't always God's plans. Okay? This jet setter lifestyle, it's no good for you. It's going to kill somebody eventually. We've got the Sun and the Seven of Swords. Look, somebody's going to get exposed for like all of the people that they're with because not anybody can keep quiet. This jet setter is evidently exposed enough in the public eye, or somebody sees them enough that it could be um exposed like on like the Inquirer or the television, or like, you know, Hollywood edition, Insider, whatever. You know those TV shows that are like the National Enquirer? Inquiring minds want to know. It This person here, they don't need to be exposed and on like on the hot seat for their romantic relationships. They don't need to be sneaky either. This person does sneak around a little bit. Got the Page of Cups there. So this person has a new love interest. It's a flavor of the week. This person loves to fall in love, not they don't like to maintain it. Six of Swords is here. This person leaves for their peace. As soon as there's any drama, they're out. Look, this person is very, very, very manipulative, very crafty, very good at what he does. All right. They're a player. This person might be a high roller. Death. Shit. Somebody's being forced to change. They're being forced into a transformation. And they don't necessarily want it, but it's going to be the best thing for this person in the long run. Okay. 10 of Cups. They're going to be so much happier in the end. Okay. This person needs to choose the lighter path for themselves. They will be so much happier in the end. They will be fulfilled. They will have love. They will have happiness. They'll have a family. They'll have people around them. They might not be jet setting. Tower in reverse. That's going to be the big, big catastrophe. Queen of Wands to end it out. Well, this row anyway. You have no idea how much confidence you're going to gain by overcoming this tower. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Saying no to something that's being given to you. Saying no. Judgment on the cut. The next thing you got to do is say no to someone or something. It might be a contract. The wrong industry. You're not supposed to be working somewhere. You're not supposed to be involved with the people in this area. Five of Cups in the reverse. Holy shit. You're not supposed to be involved with the people in this area. Look, you're supposed to let them drown in the background. You see this guy down here? You're not supposed to look back. You're not even supposed to pay attention to the past. These people are going to drown, but they're drowning themselves. Remember, you're at a crossroads. You can choose the dark path or you can choose the light. And by turning around and walking away from the darkness, it's going to seem like a major catastrophe. Tower in reverse, tower in reverse. This person here, let them drown. Whatever it is, then right to the Five of Pentacles. Let them drown, leave them in the gutter. Let these people drown, leave them in the gutter. You have to. Is that otherwise you'll be there with them. Justice. You got to do right by yourself. I mean, seriously. Look, you have to do right by yourself. Look at the bottom in front of this justice. There is a king and a pauper. You're at a crossroads right now. You have to choose the best thing for your own future, not necessarily what's fun right now. Eight of Cups in the reverse. You've already made the decision to walk away. Don't revisit it. Don't look back. Don't look back. It's going to make you sad. Don't look back. You're supposed to let them drown and not look back. Seven of Cups in the reverse. You've busted through all of the illusions in the intricacies of this industry. You see through the dark side and you're going to get trapped there. You know it's all lies. You know it's all subterfuge, smoke and mirrors. It's all bullshit. Don't turn back because there's nothing but snakes and smoke and mirrors and lies in the background here. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Who cares if people say some shit about how you cut stuff off? Look, we can go from a prince to a pauper very quickly with whatever decision you make here. And somebody being shrewd enough to tell you you're going to go from a prince to a pauper if you make this decision. Um, that's somebody that's intervening. Look, they're trying to give you a little kick in the ass towards the right path. You're supposed to be maybe sitting there and learning how to be creative with what you've got. Okay? You're supposed to be maybe busting through the dark side of this industry. Okay? But here's the deal. You've got to turn around and leave certain people behind. You've got to leave them where they sit because they are invested in staying the same. 5 5 right here. They don't want to change. Change is the hardest thing. Transformation with death. There's so much change in this entire reading. Somebody's at a crossroads. It is either change your life or die poor in the gutter with the people that you're supposed to be leaving behind to drown. The journey. So, right now, you are supposed to set your compass to your true north and follow your ascension path. Whoever you are, you're being kicked in the ass because you're going the wrong fucking way right now. Jet setting and shit. Divergence. You've diverged from your proper path. You have literally gone the wrong direction. Divergence. Like you have gone, here's the here's the easy road for you. Here's the blessed road for you. Here's the covenant that you made. You have chosen the dark side, and that is why life is rough for you right now, and why somebody is going to have these unavoidable towers until they start looking at things differently, being inspired by other things. Stop being manipulative. Cut and dry, not up in the air. It's time to make a choice. You can't go both directions. You can't. You cannot go north and south at the same time. It is literally impossible. Entanglement. It's a bit complicated, right? It's just not that easy. It's just not that easy. Yes, it is. Right or wrong. If you keep everything else in your life super tight, super controlled, super rigid, nothing else is out of place, why are you? I'm going to let that marinate for a minute. Marinate in that. You keep yourself looking squeaky clean, super perfect because you know you're in the middle of a cesspool. but you can control whether or not you're in the middle of a cesspool. Why are you in the middle of a cesspool? If you're so squeaky clean, why are you entangled up in this mess? Patience. The fuck are you waiting for? Your big break? I mean, the big break is going to be intellect in reverse when you're dumb enough to fall for it. I don't think these people can get over on you because you can see how dark things are in this industry. Whatever it is you're playing in, it's not good. Magician in reverse again. Whatever you're playing in, it's not good. It's not for your best benefit. It's dark. It's going to steal your gifts. You've been through this once before. Power and message. You've been through this before. You've literally given the blueprint when you got here and you have veered off that path. Literally, divergence. You're the journey, divergence, entanglement. You are on a spiritual ascension path and you have gone off of it because you'd rather play with the dark side. Spirit is being very patient with you, but you are too smart for this shit. Okay? You can see through it. You can see through it. That's why you keep yourself squeaky clean while you're in the middle of a tar pit. This might be down in Southern California, LA, La Brea tar pits, karmic path. You keep yourself going the wrong fucking direction. Do you like how the cards fly out yet? Keep yourself going the wrong fucking way. This is why Archangel Michael is intervening and it's going to be painful. Somebody's going to get put in rehab. Jealousy. Really? This person doesn't like how they have to do everything right or they get in trouble. They want to play with people that can do whatever they want and not seem to have any consequences for it. Not realizing those people are not on an ascension path. Those people are specifically there to keep this person uh, in this covetous nature. I want what they have. I want what they have, but you can't always get what you want. And so somebody's jealous as fuck and staying on a karmic path trying to get what they want, but it's not for them because they're supposed to be on an ascension path. Patience. This new world is awaiting your creative contribution. Grounded is here, soulmate, and water and trust. Growth on the bottom of the deck. So here's the deal. Somebody has to get over themselves, get over their jet setter lifestyle, thinking that they're entitled to whatever they want because they see it. Okay. They really need to come down to earth. They need to get grounded here. This person might lose their, they might have to sell their private jet or some shit. Who knows? They might not be able to fly for a while. But the deal is, this person is going to be stuck. Not flying, no Mile High Club for this motherfucker anymore. Okay. They're going to some sort of rehabilitation center, whether it's for exhaustion, addiction, whatever. They need to be detoxed out of this lifestyle. It's where this person's going to meet their soulmate. This is second time this has come through. This person's going to get in touch with their emotions here with this water card, and they're going to learn how to trust themselves and other people while they're in this situation. They're going to find somebody at the end of this all. This person's going to find their other half, their soulmate, the person they were made for and that was made for them. And they never would have found them over here in this dark, dark energy ever. They never would have found them in this industry. It never would have been cut and dry. It never would have been protected by the Most High. And that's why this person has had maybe many disappointments. So they're forced to look at themselves like, You're doing this constantly over and over and over, and you're still not finding the one. No matter how you've got a flavor of the week, a different person in your bed every night, this person is not finding what they're looking for. They're not finding soul satisfaction in their emotions. There's no trust, there's no peace. There is like drama. It's because it's all karmic. This person's going to be stuck in rehab. They're going to be forced to choose a new direction. They're at a crossroads. Which way are you going to go? Are you going to take the downward spiral, or are you going to take the ascension path, the stairway to heaven? Which is it? This person's going to get put in rehab, and they're going to find their reason for being, and they're going to have exponential amounts of growth. They're going to be able to move forward in life, right? This person here is going to be forced into an entirely new type of life. It's what's best for them in the long run, but they're going to be mad about it for a while. They're going to be mad about it while it's in the midst of occurring. It's not until after the fact, once they've gained some sort of sobriety, once they've done some sort of work, once they've done some sort of healing, extracted themselves from the toxic cesspool of shit that they are in, once they detach from their nepotism, this person is going to find some character in doing the work, in putting in some elbow grease, turning their back on the people that they need to leave in the gutter, need to let drown in their own sorrows, because they're going to be a prince, not a pauper. Right now, this is their choice. This is their crossroads. Rich in spirit or poor in person. That's what it is. This person is going to have a real tough choice right now, and they want to take the more fun road, and they're tired, so they're going to get put in rehab. I believe that there might be some sort of family intervention, because their family really is not happy with them, like their extended, like sisters, brothers, cousins, parents, whatnot, people that they work with in whatever industry they're in, might even, like their managers and shit like that, the people that are in their inner circle, and they are really not going to want to hear what these people have to say. They're going to think it's an attack. They're going to feel put down, put upon. They're going to feel absolutely rejected. Um, and that's a good thing. They're going to be able to deal with their anger. Anger is is information. Okay. They're going to be able to deal with their anger while they're sitting in here and realize they're pretty mad at themselves. They lack character because they're a nepotism baby. So whoever this person is, um, keep doing the work. Good for you. You're supposed to be on this ascension path. Keep moving forward. You're doing this protected. Spirit says you're not alone. Okay? You're not alone. You actually have somebody that is helping you. You've got somebody that is directing you. You've got somebody that cares here, that is trying to lead you. Um, I think you're going to meet this person in this rehab that's going to help you. They're going to help you regain your confidence, regain your sense of um, pride in yourself without being an egotist. Okay. Like, look, I grew all those plants from seed, and I got to eat this bell pepper because I started it myself. That sense of pride. Like, I grew this food and I'm blessed with this meal. That's the kind of character you're going to be developing while you are in rehab, whoever you are. Okay. Be patient with yourself. Um, be honest with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. You're going to need to do that. You're really going to need to reflect and do the work. Okay. You're going to have to reflect and do the work. You are smarter than what you're involving yourself in, and you can't keep lying to yourself. You can't keep kidding yourself with all the excuses or illusions, whatnot. You have a brain. Don't be ashamed to use it. You're intellectual, and you need to exercise that instead of just partying all the time. It's a lot more fulfilling when you use your brains, especially when you have them. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to close the reading right there. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out. Hey, High Priestess. Hey, Crystal. How's it going, you guys? I'm going to close out, and I will see you guys for the next one. Remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.